WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and you're about to go one-on-one with Talking Taker. Holla.
All right, creatures of the night, welcome to Talking Taker, episode number 228, our encyclopedic exploration digging up the career of the greatest professional wrestling character of all time, The Undertaker. My name is Alex Dorio. I want to thank all you out there in the P.S.K, the Pod Street crew, for joining us for yet another round of Dead Man Talking. And I am joined, as always, here by my tag team partner, my wrestling buddy, my fellow creature of the night. He's the man whose favorite Prince song is the song 7. And his name is Mr. Travis White. And I say that
Facts.
Because tonight is our 7-year anniversary episode of the podcast. So we celebrate with that. We celebrate and honor the great legendary Prince and that classic song. I got really that correct, right? Yeah, I knew.
Yeah. All 7 and we'll watch them fall. So
that's
good,
what
man.
I wanted. Yeah, I wanted you to sing a little bit of it.
I hope we don't fall though after 7. That's it, guys. This is a surprise last episode.
Last final episode. Not quite yet. we got a lot
dude.
left.
God, that song's so good. I'm listening to it to go to bed tonight.
I hope you do.
But
yeah, and tonight, if you told me when we started this 7 years ago that this would be one of the matches that we would revisit for a second episode, for a watch-along episode, I would have never believed you.
No.
But we're talking the 25-year anniversary of SummerSlam 1999, sort of a hidden gem, a forgotten classic, a tag team match, playa. Shout out to Teddy Long.
That's right.
Between X-Pac and Kane, the tag team champions, going up against the unholy alliance of the Big Show and the Undertaker. And you love this match, Travis, and that's why we're revisiting it tonight.
It's not that I love it; it's that I love it so much. Like, I listened to our was it From the Deep? What's it called? What's the good called?
Back from the Dead.
Rolling in the Deep. Oh yeah, Back from the Dead. Listen to our Back from the Dead episode last week, and I just forgot, because I haven't watched this match since we recorded this.
Oh.
Whatever it was, episode 61 or something like that. So just a little over a year into our show. I haven't watched it since. It's been 5.5 years since I've seen this. So I was getting hyped just listening to that show, man. It's so good, and I love it so much. But again, I'm excited to watch it with you here again tonight live and get our reactions. And I'm just just take this back 25 years to just such an exciting time in the industry. What a fun time. And just a wild match. Like, you look at this match, it's like, what? This doesn't make sense, but it does, and it's so fun.
Yeah, it made your top 10 for this era. It snuck right in there. Almost cracked mine. Maybe I'll reevaluate that after watching it. But we are going to do it watch-along style with our commentary and see if it holds up. It was a fun sprint, a lot of action in there when we watched it. And it's a classic era for the Attitude, or classic time in the Attitude Era. So it's a great time to revisit it. And yeah, I hope all you listeners out there, if you don't remember much about it, go check out our Back from the Dead episode, where we brought our classic coverage of this match from 6 years ago back to the top of your podcast feed. Just scroll down underneath that. Exactly. That's what we do with that every month. And you can get all the backstory with that. We're not going to go through all that here, but you can get all that. And I really encourage you to do that, there's some great promos. You got Chris Jericho coming in.
Debut.
He gets involved in this storyline. You got the Big Shot, Hardcore Holly.
Yeah.
You got China. It's classic Vince Russo, where everyone on the show is kind of involved in everybody's story, and it's a ton of fun. And so hopefully the match is going to be too.
Oh yeah, you got Thirsty Big Show with snakeskin boots and leather. Lizard skin jackets, holding the motorcycle on his shoulder like a boombox. Like, it's just, and if that doesn't pique your interest, kindly leave.
Seriously,
that's got to pique your interest. What I just said right there. It's
one of Taker's most iconic promos. Delivered in the build up to this. And you got X-Pac, who is, we've coined this term X-Pac heat. We didn't coin it, but the internet did, which nowadays means somebody who is not even, you're not booing them because they're a heel.
Right.
Can't stand seeing them on your screen anymore. They're so boring and they're so played out. But like I said in that episode that we originally did, in 1999, X-Pac Heat meant you were one of the top 2 or 3 guys on the show.
Yeah, dude. He's
so
over like Rover, man. Yeah. Anytime his music hits or he comes out, and because he ruined Taker's match at the last pay, Fully Loaded, I believe it was. Yeah.
That's right.
Like, he's the reason he lost. So that's why we lead up to this. So it's just, and when he comes out during that match, the crowd blows up. You thought Steve Austin came out. It's wild, dude, just to see somebody like that so over.
It's forgotten and underappreciated. So I hope we can shine a little bit of light on it. I'm glad he's in the Hall of Fame now. He was not when we originally did this episode. Right. So I'm glad he's a 2-time Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Sean Waltman. That's amazing.
Gone in twice.
Yeah. I'd be fine to put him in a 3rd time.
The NWO and DX?
Yeah. Put him in solo. Or put him in with X Factor.
Put him. That would be just incredible for sure. There. I love that music. I love that music. It was perfect for the time. It was perfect.
Uncle Cracker, the Jelly Roll of 2001.
2001. No, don't you disparage Jelly Roll like that.
I think it's pretty accurate.
Don't you put that on Jelly. I'll take Jelly Roll. I'll eat 2 Jelly Rolls before I eat a Uncle Cracker. I mean, in my ear holes. This is getting out of hand.
That seems like one of the crazy responses you might give to one of the questions we're going to answer later on tonight. Because
AMA.
We last couple of years for our anniversary episode, we've done a P.S.K. Q&A with some Ask Us Anything from all of you out there in the Pod Street crew. We collected some questions off social media and then from in real life from a few friends, just some random questions. So we'll do that after we watch along with the match. So we're going to get to the match. We'll do the Q&A. We got our Undertaker sightings coming up. But before we do that, to celebrate our anniversary, Travis, I did have one other thing I wanted to share with you. Man, it's been a crazy week. We've had a hard time getting this episode together. You've had some wild stuff going on with your son.
A little emergency appendectomy that threw us off. Came out of nowhere. But he kicked out at 2, baby.
That's right.
Last man standing.
We're glad he's doing well. He's going to be able to watch SummerSlam this weekend.
Yeah, he'll watch the SummerSlam with me this weekend with my buddies. So, yeah.
Well, to cheer you up and also to, to celebrate our anniversary, I got a little message from, a WWE legend. To share with us on tonight's episode, to wish us happy anniversary and to say a little something to you as well, Travis. So I just sent you the video. You can watch that for the first time here. I'll throw the audio in to the episode so all our fans can hear it, and you can see the video on our YouTube as well, from a WWE legend. So why don't you check that out, Travis?
It's my dad. All right, I'm gonna push play.
Hey guys, it's Sean Mooney from the Event Center back in the day, and I hear you're celebrating 7 years with your podcast. That's pretty amazing. 7 years talking about a guy who has a weird connection to those not of this world. That's awesome, really. I want to tell you, that's fantastic. Also, I hear that you've got a host. Is it Travis, who has an uncanny resemblance to an incredible announcer who used to be with the World Wrestling Federation? Well, Travis, let me tell you something. You better behave yourself, mister. Because if you are truly my doppelganger, I better not hear of anything untowed. Otherwise, I might have to send a few of my old pals that I used to hang out with. Perhaps a guy who, maybe he's 6'10", who I used to call the dead one. Guys, fantastic. Glad to hear that the podcast is going so well. Keep it up and be well.
end it. That is incredible. Oh, cameo from my dad on the podcast.
Shout out to the Moon Man, Sean Mooney.
Oh, wow.
He nailed it.
He killed that, dude. He sounds exactly the same.
Exactly
the same.
Just
he
as
looks
cheesy,
older, but he
cornball as ever.
Yes. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for that. That was incredible. What a relief on this crazy week that we've had. What a good way to end it. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Don't do anything untowed.
He's very people's eyebrow. He's almost like Weird Al.
Well, we confirmed it that you are his doppelganger. The fans confirmed it, and Sean Mooney confirms it right.
Maybe not at the moment.
But... Yeah, not currently. Actually, yeah. I guess you're trying to get away from those comparisons. That's really why you've been growing the hair out.
Going with X-Pac right now. Dude, that's incredible. Thank you.
Thanks to Sean Mooney for shouting us out. We appreciate it. Excellent job. We appreciate it.
Man on the moon, baby.
And with that, now we go to our monthly Undertaker sightings here.
Oh, my.
And
I did not see that coming.
You did not see that coming.
No.
I knew you didn't.
Oh, it's wild.
Man, we are excited to once again share our Undertaker sightings and this podcast. We want to thank our summer sponsor, The Cappy. The Cappy is back with us here again this month. And, summer has been crazy. It's been wild for you. It's been wild for me. But I am excited that we can share a toast with The Cappy. I did not have mine last month, but I have mine here. Got the package. You can tell I have been using them for the past month. I've been using them out grilling. I've been using them around the house. And I'm going to show you guys out there, if you're watching this, just how easy it is to use the Cappy. The Cappy is, of course, the revolutionary can opener and drink protector that you can get on Amazon. Just search for the Cappy. You can grab a 4-pack for under $10. Get that free Amazon Prime shipping, because we all have Prime these days. So go ahead and do that and get these, and you can protect your drinks from going flat. You can protect them from bugs going in them. You can protect them from spillage. As Travis mentioned last month, you can protect them from someone spitting into them incidentally. And they can actually even help you open the drink and not break your nails. So I got my Liquid Death here. I'm going to take the Cappy. I'm going to flip it around to the backside and just pop it in to that tab. And easy open right there.
Open a can.
Dude, I always keep my nails super short, so I sometimes can't get these drinks open sometimes, so the Cappy helps with that. Then I'm just gonna flip it around on top. I'm gonna take a sip because I'm thirsty.
Liquid Death.
Love it. And then check this out. I'm gonna flip the tab around, and I am going to cover your drinks, folks. Thanks. Protected. I have spilled a few drinks on this podcast before. It's happened once or twice.
Covering my drink does no good with my hands. I got to get a Cappy.
They need to make Cappies for those.
For straws.
But seriously, now I don't really drink soda. I drink a lot of these sparkling waters. That's my go-to these days. And those, if you do not drink the sparkling water at the time, like
pretty quickly,
an hour maybe. Yeah. Don't even bother drinking it.
Flatty McGee.
Yeah. Completely flat.
Yeah.
I tried this out. I put the Cappy on one of these that I half drank, put it in the fridge, went back to it the next day. It kept it bubbly, kept the flavor in there. I've never had that with a sparkling water before. Yeah. So I can attest to that. It's a lifesaver in that way. That's incredible. Have you been using yours out, Travis?
Absolutely, man. Using on my DPs. I'll probably use some of this weekend on the SummerSlam. Got some buddies coming over. We'll have some drinky drinks, and we'll drink those and use our Cappies. I got to pick my 3 closest friends coming over, though.
That's right.
I only got 4, so.
Well, they're color-coded. You can tell whose drink is whose if everybody's drinking the same thing, so that's super helpful. You can get a bigger package from Amazon as well. I think they sell a 12-pack on there. They've got a 4.7 out of 5 rating on Amazon, which is honestly unheard of.
Dang, yeah.
So you know you're getting a quality product. Yeah, they've been on Shark Tank before. They are got all sorts of great ratings and reviews around them. Super easy to use. It's a small price to pay for big peace of mind on your drinks. You mentioned SummerSlam. I will be taking my Cappies to Cleveland, taking them on the road to SummerSlam to keep my drinks covered. I'm going to use it at the show, you know, and they give me I don't know, some stadiums give you cans, some of them don't, but if they give me a can, I'm going to be putting my Cappy on my can in the stadium because, you know, people walking through the stadium, kick your drink over, you waste your $18
$48
on an adult beverage. Not going to let that happen because I'm going to have the Cappy with me in my pocket. I might even put it on my keychain. Oh, see? I took it off. I took it off to show, and I immediately spilled my drink. Don't take it off, people. Leave it on. My gosh.
Dude,
I'm going to leave it on to show you. See? No spillage that way. They really... That's perfect advertising.
Yeah, that was perfect. It was perfect advertising.
So once again, pick up your Cappies off Amazon. Just search for the Cappy on there. It's going to be the first thing that comes up. Order you a package for all your summer events, your barbecues, your SummerSlam parties, just sitting around the house, going to the pool, whatever you're doing this summer, bring a Cappy along with you and keep your drink protected. And thanks again to the Cappy for sponsoring us all summer long here on Talking Taker.
Always use protection, ladies and gentlemen.
Always.
And speaking of the Cappy, I would like to show you guys. You're sporting one right now. Sporting one right now. We've got the hats, Talking Taker hats at tpublic.com, baby. It's been a long time coming, but you got them going on. Got the trucker hat. What kind you got on right now?
I got on the dad cap.
Regular old dad cap. I got the trucker hat right now. I'm gonna set it up real high, like a grandpa would.
Absolutely.
How's grandpas drive a hat like driving a car with the window down and a hat just resting on their head? It doesn't move.
I think your head just expands as you get older. It just stays on there. But it's a magic trick. You're right. But
it is.
Yeah, tpublic.com. You can get any of our designs over there on a hat, trucker hat or the dad hat. I got mine. I love it. Been rocking it out. I've been wanting these for years. So I'm so excited they finally did them, and they came out great.
I got mine the day after we recorded last month's podcast. I was like, shoot fire, a day short. So, yeah. Check them out.
Check them out. They will, if they're not on sale now, just wait another day or two.
Not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Yeah. If they're not on sale, just wait a couple more minutes and they'll be on sale.
Just give it a minute. Check those out. Speaking of drinks, going backwards, did you get your Bojangles cup?
I have not gotten my Bojangles cup yet, man, but I'm shocked that you went to Bojangles and got it. That's awesome.
Do you have Bojangles?
Oh, yeah. We have one right down the street from work, but I was not able. I haven't been at work all week this week. I've been working from home, so I got to go get one of those Brothers Destructions cups, though.
Hey, man, it's pretty wild to see something like this here in 2024. Brothers of Destruction on a fast food cup.
Yeah.
I had to go fill it up with cheer wine. If you're going to go to Bojangles, you better get some cheer wine. So that was my one soda for the year, probably.
There you go.
Doing that. It says, Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker and Kane are scary enough on their own, but as a team, the Brothers of Destruction made the competition rest in peace, taking their adversaries to the grave with double choke slams. The Big Red Machine and the Phenom rained down hellfire and tombstones on their enemies. It's bow time.
No lies detected. Let's say. That's a new segment we like to call No Lies Detected.
Again, another thing I wouldn't have believed if you told me 7 years ago. But
there's three other tag teams, right? It's New Day, Road Warriors, and
it's Heart Foundation. And not Road Warriors, but Outsiders.
Oh yeah, okay. So random. Again, the whole collection is kind of random. Yep. But I love it. I love that they chose Kane and Taker to put on one. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So, and on tonight's episode, we'll be talking about them on opposite sides of the ring. So, what a segue.
Exactly. Very timely. But first, I had a couple follow-up things from our last month's episode. So last month we did The Undertaker Meets the Batman. Very fun episode. A lot of great responses to that. Steven Zeman did say he might have to cancel you, Travis, because of your opinions on Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, his two favorites. He was not happy to hear that.
That's fine. Everyone's allowed to be wrong once in their life.
Are you wrong or is he wrong?
No, he is. He's younger. We're older and wiser.
I think you probably saved yourself with your animated series love. So I think he's a pretty big fan of that.
Yeah. Well, I believe this comes out on August 1st, maybe yep. August 1st or 2nd. There's a new animated show coming out called Batman Caped Crusader. Yeah. Not on HBO Max, as you think it would be, because they own DC. It's on Prime Video. So HBO Warner Bros. Too stupid to put it on their own service. They sold it to Prime. So yeah, check it out. It's basically did we talk about it? It's basically the sequel to animated series. It's a little more adult version of it, but same guy, Bruce Timm, that did the original and everything. Cool. Some of the same writers and stuff. Obviously, Kevin Conroy passed away. Won't be the same voice, and I don't think Mark Hamill's doing Joker, but because he was only going to do it. Conroy was alive. But anyway, yeah. So a little fun follow up for you there. Yeah.
So if you haven't listened to our episode yet, you can listen to that, and it'll be a nice little preview for that.
Listen to this first, then listen to that. Watch that later.
Yeah, listen to all of it. But a couple things I meant for us to talk about last month, but we didn't get to them. But I did kind of post about them on social media. Technically, The Undertaker and Batman do exist in the same universe, and that is the Scooby-verse. They both interacted with Scooby-Doo and had full movies with Scooby-Doo. We did talk about Batman and Scooby-Doo, but of course The Undertaker famously in the Curse of the Speed Demon movie, another great classic episode of Talking Taker you can check out. So they do exist in the Scooby-verse. And we didn't talk about The Undertaker's comic book, but he had his own comic book for a little while, and you also had that graphic novel.
I do.
About his whole backstory. Yeah.
I went deep into it, not meaning to that one episode. I told you guys every page on accident. It was exciting. So excited. Yeah.
Little comic book crossover there.
Mentioning. For sure.
Also worth mentioning, the 6 Feet Under podcast had some incredible guests in the past month. Maybe my favorite episode ever was the Dennis Knight episode.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got an hour, please go check that out if you haven't yet. What a ride.
What a ride, for sure. And like you can tell Taker knows it's a ride. He knows what they're about to step into. Yeah, he's uncomfortable during some of it. It's just, but that's his friend, dude. And like I love that. I love that he loves Dennis Knight despite the cornucopia of quirks and downfalls and like bad character traits that man has. He's a wonderful guy. He's a wonderful interview.
He's the only Democrat in the P.S.K, apparently.
Apparently, too, yeah. And there's got to be one, man. It's fine.
Somebody's got to be that guy.
That was hilarious.
Trying to be the first one to date Stephanie McMahon.
He has no filter.
Nope.
He's unfiltered, and I love it. And like we've always had this affinity for Midian, like just kind of as a joke, like almost a little tongue in cheek, but like. Dennis Knight is top shelf, man. I love that guy. He's fantastic. Been invited to the show. He hasn't taken us up on it yet. But
it's open invitation.
Podcast, maybe he will.
Open invitation to The Godfather as well, who also had a great episode with Mark on 6 Feet Under. So more not PG stories on that as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I didn't get to finish that one yet. So.
And then I had one more thing. I forgot to grab it. So give me 1 second. I got to show this off.
Absolutely. I'll stand here and filibuster. How you guys like this hat? It's so high. I think we'll keep it high, though. If I put it down, it'll crunch my hair.
So I did get a cool autograph that I have to show off here. I think I sent you a picture of it, but I want to share it with
Yes, you did.
Talking Taker Universe. That is from Tommy Turtle of the Toxic Turtles, an autographed 8x10, aka Dwayne Gill. This is from the Toxic Turtles' one and only WWF match from March of 1993 at the Augusta Richmond County Center that I went to, my very first wrestling show. I saw on Facebook in one of the groups I'm in, collectors groups, that Dwayne Gill was doing a signing. and they had different 8x10s available. One of them was the Turtles, so I said I need that in my collection.
Yeah.
And this match it was released on one of those
Yep.
unseen WWE DVDs a few years ago, so it finally got to see the light of day. I remember it vividly as a kid. I couldn't understand why these guys didn't keep showing up on TV. I thought they were going to be tag team champions eventually. As a huge Turtle fan,
they beat Shredder. Why can't they beat the Body Donnas?
Exactly. I waited and waited and waited.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have this. Got to have this on display. And I actually next month going to have another follow up on this. Another turtle related, toxic related item.
That's
to add to
incredible.
my Toxic Turtle collection.
You have to get a Toxic Turtle detox.
I think we're gonna have to do a Talking Turtles episode and watch that.
Fine
match.
by me.
Maybe a bonus show.
I think we should.
That was in
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga, dude.
Have to eat some pizza and watch it.
I have not seen all of those
it.
movies. Not all the recent ones, certainly. I've seen the original 3.
But as a WWE crossover, we got Sheamus is in one. I think John Cena's the voice in the last one. He's a voice in the last one. I did not watch the one that's directed by Seth Rogen. I didn't see that one yet, but I heard good things. But yeah, I think John Cena's in that one. And then Sheamus is in the one. And I think Punk was supposed to be in one of those. But Sheamus took his spot or something. So yeah, anyway. This has nothing to do with Taker, but speaking of Vaults and Punk, that you mentioned on here, the WWE Vault YouTube channel. Yeah. There was one with Punk just yesterday. His tryout for the Road Warriors in 2003, which is insane. But him and some J-Brown against the Road Warriors before Velocity in 2003, and it was awesome to watch just to see it. Like, it was so fun. So I hope they put more content like that and behind the scenes stuff. And they had Taker in the warehouse thing on there, I think, too. So it's just been it's a cool YouTube channel. So.
It is. There's some good stuff on there. I'm hoping maybe we'll get some Taker matches on there, some rare unseen ones. That would be fun to see. I said the Turtles, that was 93. We're going to fast forward, take the time traveling hearse into 1999 to August 22nd.
Would you say tonight we're going to party like it's 1999?
I would say so.
To bring it back to
Prince.
Well, we're formerly known as.
We're going to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I believe he's a Minnesota legend. Is Prince. So it all comes together full circle.
He might be looking California, but he's feeling Minnesota, baby.
100%. Let's go back to 99. I want to give you some facts of this time.
So that's a very beautiful episode.
That was not the #1 song in the country, but I think it's around the same time period.
Summer 99, LFO, Summer Girls.
Well, for this week, August 22nd, 99 on the Billboard charts, that was #3. That was the #3 song in the country.
Nookie?
Well, I've got...
Might have been 98.
2, 3, 4. I've got the top 5 here. Nookie's not in the top 5 of the Hot 100. Maybe on TRL, but not the...
All right, we'll go ahead. I'm proud of myself for getting 3.
You did. You nailed Summer Girls.
Give me old Barry Horowitz.
Got All Star by Smash Mouth.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Bills by Destiny's Child.
Really? Okay.
Bailamos by
your boy.
Yes, I had that CD. Absolutely. And #1 song in the country was
With a Bullet.
In a Bottle.
Oh,
yeah.
She came to our rival high school.
What?
Remember that? No. Somebody from Greenbrier won a contest, and she came to prom with him. Like when my brother was like a senior, or I guess the year after he graduated.
No.
You don't remember that?
No, remember
she came to Greenbrier.
That's insane.
To prom, yeah. Anyway, Aguilera.
#10 in the top 10 was your boys Pearl Jam with Last Kiss.
Last Kiss. Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I'll sound check every concert with that song. Every time I play.
That's a good one.
I sound check Last Kiss. Because it's 4 chords and easy to sing. And everybody knows it. They're there early when I'm warming up. So,
the movies of this weekend, the top 10 at the box office, not in the top 10. No, sir.
Armageddon. That was 98. That was 98.
In August 99.
Oh, End of Days. No.
Mm-mm.
All right, that's later on. That's November. Okay, go ahead.
We've got
Matrix.
#1 was 6 Cents. this
Yes.
weekend.
Dead people.
Bowfinger, number 2.
What in the
A classic
Sanhedrin?
comedy.
Bowfinger?
Mickey Blue Eyes, number 3.
What is wrong with this?
Runaway Bride, number 4.
Oh, absolutely.
Thomas Crown
Classic.
Affair, number 5. And then
I just put it on my watch list to watch this week.
ooh,
I'm not
really?
going to get a chance to, but yeah.
I've never seen it.
Me neither. That's why I was like, I saw something about it the other day. I was like, I should watch that.
I did see Inspector Gadget, which was also in the top 10.
With Broderick?
Absolutely.
I didn't see it in theater.
I went with my mom to see that one. It was a disappointment, but I love the cartoon, so I had to go see the movie.
Oh, absolutely.
I remember one movie specifically we saw this summer together. 2. I remember 2, actually. I'm sure we saw many, but I remember Muppets from Space.
Yeah. Oh, Hulk Hogan's in it.
That's
I was
right,
talking
brother.
to my son about that the other day. Yeah, some other Muppet movie was on at the hospital, and I was like, Muppets from Space. Oh, it was Elmo and Grouchland. And I was like, I think we saw that in theater. Did we not? Did we see Elmo and Grouchland? Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I was like, it's 99. It's the same year as Muppets from Space, which is my favorite Muppets movie. And I said, me and Alex went and saw that together. So
we watched that with Joan recently, and Elmo and Grouchland. So
yeah, there you go. What else did we see?
Mystery Men.
Yes, boy.
Definitely saw that.
Ben Stiller.
Mhm.
Mr. Wasn't he in WWE somehow?
He was on that last episode.
Yeah.
The Back from the Dead. Talking about Deborah's puppies.
Yeah. Mystery Man's so good.
It's
God,
underrated.
so good.
If you weren't watching on pay-per-view on this night, if you're just stuck watching regular TV, you would have been watching on Sunday, August 22nd, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over on ABC. The original run with old Reach.
Back.
It is back.
But it's like celebrities in the tag team.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Stand and Clamp.
Touched by an Angel over on CBS.
All right.
Nothing to say about that.
My dad watched that.
I was about to say, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Fox had a killer lineup of Simpsons, King of the Hill, Futurama, and X-Files. Just
X-Files was go-to every week. Yeah.
After banger.
Yeah. X-Files is top-notch, dude.
WB had a killer lineup as well. You got Sister, Smart Guy, Steve Harvey Show, Unhappily Ever After, banger after
Dang. I love Smart Guy. Just a smart guy.
I like Unhappily Ever After.
Do you think they had a target demographic with that lineup?
They knew who their audience was.
Taj Mowry was great, man. He was Tia and Tamala's sister, or brother, right?
His brother.
Tia and Tamara. Whatever happened to that guy?
Whatever happened to any of them?
I just thought he was cool because he was like our age. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, Smart Guy was fun.
Solid lineup there. But tonight we're not watching any of that. We're watching SummerSlam '99. So let's go to it, man.
We're roll that beautiful bean footage.
1 hour, 35 minutes, 40 seconds into the pay-per-view. If you do want to queue it up, and it's not that long of a match.
It's like 12 minutes.
I think I got the video package, so we'll watch that here. Once again, it's 1 hour, 35 minutes, 40 seconds. If you do want to watch it, but of course we will do our commentary over it, so we'll explain everything that's going on, and we will check it out. But Travis, why don't you give us that classic countdown?
Before we go though, just
look
at where you guys have it paused. I mean, just look at it. Like, you have Kane. Like, look at what's going on here. It's this guy in this crazy demonic mask. You got this guy, this little guy was like, bleh. It was like he's, doing drugs. You got the Big Show who looks, he's huge, but he just looks kind of plain. But then you got Taker in this like robe, this flames. It catches your eyes. My point, like there's just something that jumps off the screen to you, like, oh, this is interesting. Obviously you can't flip through channels and find this, but just if you're watching, Sunday Night Heat or Raw or SmackDown before, and you're flipping through, you see this, it catches your eye. It's not just 4 dudes that are just, no offense to like a Charlie Haas, but just that are just a dude, they have some, you can tell, look at this, like these guys have something going on, this personality behind it. So anyway, I wanted to say that because it's sound of times.
That's an excellent point. All 4 of these guys absolutely jump off the screen to you and are larger than life. Even the small guy, the tiny guy, has that huge energy about him. Yeah.
Somebody has popcorn in my house. I can smell it back here. So they're getting ready for this match. So let's get ready.
Get your popcorn ready, folks.
Somebody's getting popcorn ready and watching a movie or something. But I'm about to watch this movie. This is going to be cinema, as the kids say nowadays.
Exactly.
So this is going to be win best short film at the Oscars. All right, ready? We'll go 3, 2, 1, play. In 3, 2, 1, plizzy.
All right.
I've got the direct line hookup, so I shouldn't have any stalling out here. No Wi-Fi. I got my
this episode's
line.
kind of been cursed. My internet completely crapped out last night. We're supposed to record. So you had appendicitis going on. We'll see what goes wrong tonight.
Look at that. Oh, look at that handshake between those two big guys.
A handshake heard around the world.
Yeah. Taker looking sultry.
So this is really, the Ministry of Darkness has completely dissolved, essentially. We're basically down to Undertaker, Big Show, and Paul Bearer is really what's left here. They've created this, well, Big Show wasn't really in there, but they've created this alliance and in the shambles of the Ministry. And then X-Pac and Kane are just this wild, doesn't make sense how they're a tag team, but they just click together. You know, they have this weird chemistry together.
Yeah, and it's funny, like sometimes, you know, WWF gets, I guess, criticized for not pushing tag teams, and oftentimes they just throw two singles guys together and, you know, they win tag titles. But you know why they do that? Because sometimes it really works. Like this.
Strike
or
gold.
Kane and Daniel Bryan or something like that. Like, it works. Like sometimes it's necessary because guys that are super over like this as singles will lift the tag division because their personalities are so big. But look at Kane, look at that build on Kane.
I love
man.
The shot they just had. X-Pac and Kane are hugging on the ramp, and Undertaker's face is on the Tron, just menacing at them. That was cinema right there.
That was.
But Kane, you know, even outside of the ring, X-Pac just brought something, a new layer out of Kane. It added to his personality, helped him grow as a character and expand beyond just the big red monster, the big red demon, gave him more of a personality.
It expands so much, he quits talking with a voice box. X-Pac says, "You don't need that crap anymore. Tell him about it, Kane." Suck it.
Go, X-Factor.
Farouk. Dude, he just pinned the Ron Simmons.
That's right, man. And the crowd loved it.
And look, Kane's like an accidental member of DX for a second.
He was.
There he is.
Do you think he should have gone with like a green and black gear?
No.
Would you have liked to see that?
I did that on No Mercy. I think I changed it
for
to
sure.
One, or I had one on there maybe. Yeah, at least I'd play with that. Yeah, I think it would have been a nightmare for people to take in. But dude, I love Shonen had that type of ponytail like that. I thought it was cool looking.
Yeah,
different.
And you know, Big Show, he had just only been there for about 6 months at this time, and you know, I think the story behind the scenes is he wasn't really clicking behind the scenes. It wasn't quite going that great. And so that's another reason why this tag team sort of happened, was in real life for Taker to kind of take Big Show under his wing and show him the ropes.
I forgot Kane had the mesh this early on in his career. I was thinking it was 2000, 2001. I forgot he had it in 99.
I like the reverse colors on the gear too.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good look. I don't like Michael Cole's haircut one bit.
Nah, but you know what? It's 99, baby. That's got 99 written all over it. He's got some herbal essence gel. 3-piece suit is a little 90s, Mr. Wayne. To kick back to last week's episode. There we go. Look at that packed crowd. Where are we at? Minnesota,
baby.
Governor was just on Raw last night, 2 nights ago. Yeah, that's crazy.
Coming back.
Look at this, guys, man. So awesome. I love that set. Even though it was just like these two little forklifts, I loved it because it was on WrestleMania 2000.
That is kind of a weird set. I don't know. I don't get that.
I don't know, man, but they got Generation X.
I like it.
X-Pac's so cool, dude. I love that guy.
He's still cool in 2020.
Yeah, I love him. He's so awesome. Really turned his life around too behind the scenes. Like he's a great guy.
Well, also just one of the best interviews if you hear him on a podcast, because he kind of doesn't care and he'll just say everything.
He's done a lot of shameful things, but he doesn't have shame about it. He knows it's messed up, but he's willing to be vulnerable and just tell it, you know. Look at that tongue hanging out all the time. Yeah, I do like his outfit with the orange. He had the orange and black.
Yeah, I like that too.
Thought that was cool. Changing it from the green and black to kind of transitioning away from that. And here
And
we go.
He was such a small guy in this era, but if you stood him like next to Johnny Gargano, he would look like the Big Show
Like
right
Kane,
now.
yeah. Yeah.
That's how small guys are these days.
Oh, he would be a big guy in NXT right now, yeah.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. Look at these. But these two come. Look at that. That is just dangerous, dude.
I'm terrified.
That is just
these three.
cock and razor. Oh, yeah. The Penguin.
Oh,
the Taker's a big dude, but look how small he looks to Big Show. Taker's
the
so
most
big.
neck I've ever seen on a human being on Paul Bearer, right?
Oh yeah. Jolly Jones, man. That's crazy.
What do you? I like this. I like this theme music. It was short-lived. It's tag game.
The mix, the little remix. Yeah, it was good, man. And this, we to skip ahead. This is basically Taker's last pay-per-view match until next year.
Great point. Yep.
He, look at this, getting started, dude. Right off, just not waiting for a bell.
Nope.
Just going. Mike Prue's favorite referee.
Earl Hebner in the ring. Yeah, just throwing fists. Kane and Big Show and Undertaker and X-Pac in the other corner.
When people say, what's going on with my hair? What are you trying to do? I'm going to point to Big Show's hair right here. Double ponytail.
That's
where I'm going. That's the goal. I'm just kidding. Shawn Michaels had that too at WrestleMania 98, I think.
I can't wait to see it.
I'm never doing that.
Do you ever put it up? I've never seen you put it up.
To shave. I pull it back. Dude, I look like one of Mel Gibson's kids in The Patriot when I pull my hair back.
What's the problem? Where did X-Pac just come from?
Where did he come from?
I have no idea.
Some other Patriot, and he's got just created a revolution on his own. He flew across the ring.
Abe Small.
From sea to shining sea. He just came across. Yeah, dude. Abe Small's right. Oh, headbutt. Good thing he wasn't a Samoan. Look, dude, this match
killed him.
It got off. It just hit. They got in the ring and they started fighting.
Yep.
That's what animosity brings.
That's what you want to see, man.
Yeah. That's what you want to see when there's a blood battle there. These guys are brothers, Taker and Kane are, They've been together, they've been apart, they've been in cahoots, they've been not in cahoots.
And you mentioned it, X-Pac cost Taker the world championship at the last pay-per-view. So Taker's still upset about that, and he wants to punish X-Pac for it.
Which is the whole Drew McIntyre CM Punk storyline right now. That's why that storyline's so fun, because Punk's cost him 3 times. So
I agree with the sign I just saw in the crowd. Paul Bearer is sexy.
Yeah,
100% agree with that. Oh, perfect 10.
Oh,
where did he come from again?
X-Pac's the man
from out of nowhere.
And we've talked. Oh, don't you? Yeah, see, don't X-Pac, you dare, bro. You got cocky.
Yep, Taker knocked him out.
Did not take it. He elbowed him immediately. Yeah, that's probably for a shoot.
He probably was like, "Don't you do that, boy?
Don't you dare!" Yeah, he called him boy. Yeah. Oh, elbow off the side.
Taker just tried to choke slam him, but Kane pulled him up out of the ring. Another great sign in the crowd. Pubes.
Jason. There you go.
The sign that just says that. Not a picture, thankfully.
Thank good. Big Show.
That dude was so proud of his sign.
Yeah. He's like telling his buddies at high school, "I'm gonna take the sign tonight."
I love
this.
Kane's clothesline off the top. One of my favorite things in his moveset.
Yeah.
Oh, check out accidentclearinghouse.com, according to that
boy.
Go see if that still exists.
All right. Big Show looking weird with like nothing, just underwear though. He needs something. He needs like the tank top. Oh, the running DDT. There it was. Taker and Kane will both do that. One of my favorite moves on the Attitude and Warzone games, which those games pretty much sucked, but that running DDT looked awesome.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
That was the best move on there.
Yeah, I think Big Show just in the briefs never
quite
sits right. Yeah.
I don't know why Vince let him go out like that. That's strange. As much as Vince, look at everybody else in the ring has like some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Slaps
Why
to
is
the
it
belly.
though that Giants have to do the one strap? Like, why did we decide that? How did that
I
become?
don't know. Let's
What's
ask
the
Andre.
meaning behind that?
I don't know, man. Oh, big boot.
Nice big boot. And look, I mean, Big Show and Kane are working like not like super heavyweights. You know, they're
No.
moving fast.
Big Show just did a jumping diving elbow like Ziggler would do.
Exactly. That's part of what makes this match so fun. Is that
Yeah,
they're not working
lumbering
like
around.
super heavyweights.
Exactly. They're not working a typical big man style. And you know why? Because they got to keep up with the rest of the crap on the show.
Yeah.
There's no time. There's no time to be a Giant Gonzalez anymore. It's 99, baby. You gotta go. And you don't have to do work rate like AEW style, Ring of Honor, New Japan, but you got to do something. Again, a lot of these matches in Attitude Era, if you go back and watch the actual matches, they're not 5-star matches like the from the in ring. But I mean, the storyline builds it, the crowd builds it. But I mean, I poop too much. Look at that sign.
One said Undertaker equals piss break.
Whoa.
I'm offended by that, sir.
Whoa.
Take that sign and throw it in the garbage right there.
Oh, man. That's wild.
But, you know, he did have sort of that reputation during this time. Like, a lot of people had kind of like turned on him, that Ministry of Darkness. Some people thought it was really boring and you know, it ran its course really fast. So that was not crazy for someone to have that sort of sign back then. But we certainly disagree.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, he's pointed ref intimidation, pointed Earl.
That's right.
Hebner.
Phone number in case you want to get your Minnesota Lynx season tickets. I don't even know if they still exist.
I don't know, man. We had the Augusta Lynx in Augusta. Dude.
Earl Hebner just peed his pants.
Yeah.
Oh, Taker just whispered some sweet nothings to Kane over in the corner. Oh, but he eats a big boot. And look at just how much these two guys have evolved since, you know, they were facing at WrestleMania 14 a year ago.
Yeah, that match was kind of slow. It's good, but it's slower than
I just meant like their characters even, or their looks.
Double down.
Nice double down.
Booty Bandit sign too.
Booty Bandit in the crowd tonight.
Terry's there too. Put him in reverse, Terry.
Big Terry.
Right. Oh, Terry. Terry Boo. Let's go, crowd. Come on, crowd. Let's get up.
You know, X-Pac's getting them excited right there.
Man, sort of fats in the moaning, baby. Look at that tag.
X-Pac gets the tag. Taker can't quite make it to Big Show.
It's good douche. We've talked on this pod about how Taker, you know, Austin says you gotta when you fight him, he sells on the run. And he is selling on the run for this little guy. He's putting over 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac. He's allowing him to get a lot of offense in here.
But every time X-Pac pins him, Taker throws him with the kick out.
Here we go. The heat spot. X-Pac taking the heat right here. Paul Bettis, sexy. Oh, what a bump.
X-Pac threw the middle rope on his back to the outside.
And, oh, golly.
You know Big Show and Taker love just throwing him around, too.
Oh, yeah. You know, I wish we got in 2001, which was the only time we could have gotten it, was X-Pac and Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Like, feud, like over the cruiserweight or light heavyweight title or whatever.
Yeah. That would have been good.
That would have been good. Those two guys are so underrated. Obviously, one has way more charisma.
Yeah. Well, and they had their...
Well, I don't know, though.
They came up kind of against each other. That's how they got noticed, like, in the early 90s.
In that 2001 era would have been
great.
Been cool. Well, Jerry Lynn showed some personality, you know? Judgment Day. Yeah. So, oh, jeez, he's just flopping. Phew.
Kane and Taker trading uppercuts on the outside. Big Show, X-Pac is just getting decimated right now.
Oh! What's that called? Death Valley Blow?
Death Valley Blow, headbutt. And X-Pac sells so well, and he's just such a sympathetic baby face, especially against these Giants.
And they're just ragdolling him. Raw's Jericho sign. There you go, baby. Oh, knee. Again, there's not been a slow point in this match.
No, it's been all action.
Yeah. Oh, no. Get it, X-Pac.
And I had never seen this till we did the show a few years ago. I haven't seen it since, and I think people just sleep on it. People just see the names in the match and don't realize how good it is. Big bear hug from Big Show here.
Oh man,
I enjoyed Gunther using the sleeper hold on Monday Night Raw the other night, getting the win.
Yeah,
I like the old school submission.
A couple times he's done that, which is great. I just love where he like his finisher is just like that, or like a power bomb, or like a wicked chop. Like it's just he doesn't have anything flashy.
Oh, big tree slam from Big Show.
I'm hoping he wins
Kane
the
makes
title
a save
at SummerSlam while you're there.
It feels like he's got to, right?
I love Gunther so much. Everybody's calling him Gunther Hurts Helmsley right now because he's telling people, calling people trash and scum, and he's better than them, doing that whole WrestleMania 19 stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, Gunther Hurts Helmsley. It's great.
I like that.
Because he finally got some, like, they gave him some, storyline. Oh, blue. Yike.
JR says that'll stop anybody, no matter how big you are.
He's not wrong. Oh, hot tag.
King said he thinks that hurts the Big Show more than an ordinary person.
Oh, and referee just watched it and winced in pain.
That's the attitude.
He didn't care,
man.
Yeah.
Hot tag to Kane.
Oh,
He's a house of fire. Literally.
Like he came from.
That's right. Big Show sweating bullets. I mean, Paul Bear's sweating Crisco on the outside.
If he's sweating bullets or cannonballs. Speaking of the Patriot. To bring it all back. Oh! Reverse calf kick by X-Pac. One of my favorite moves.
Perfect 10 on the outside.
Oh.
X-Pac
perfect 10 catch, too. Who those guys in front row? They love it. Oh. Taker looks in good shape.
He does. He looks better than he had.
Which is weird because he goes out after this.
Yeah, but he's moving good in this match.
Kane
both these
looks
teams
incredible.
It's fantastic. I think X-Pac tried to tag Kane.
Yeah.
Kane went in the position there. Little Bronco Buster.
Oh man.
Somebody needs to bring that back.
Right? I wish Sami Zayn would.
That'd be perfect.
He got that same energy as like an
I love it.
Yeah. Oh.
Huge choke slam.
Huge.
Uh-oh. Cocky cover here. Wow.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
Chris Jericho cocky pin. Dude, kicked out of the choke slam. Taker angrily.
Big Show choke slam.
Angrily tags in Big Show. Or tags Big Show.
He's livid.
Maybe for a shoot, too. We don't know. Definitely storyline.
Throw some soup bones at X-Pac, and he's going to finish off here.
Here's how
Tombstone City. Classic cover. And we got new tag team champions.
Big Show with the shin to Kane's traps. kept him from breaking that pinfall up. But look Taker's not happy.
Yeah, look at the story. Big Show's upset. Taker's upset at Big Show. I love that they're telling the story between them. They're not celebrating. The Undertaker's mad at Big Show. He's trying to mentor him and turn him into a monster. And Big Show is showing off.
Hands his title off to Paul Bear to hold.
Paul Bear's happy to hold.
Oh, yeah. And this is what we talked about on the first time we watched this was the Armageddon pay-per-view would have been in a couple months. And wasn't Taker on the poster, I believe it was?
Yeah, and he kept bringing up Armageddon in all his promos.
Yeah, and so I see dead people sign.
There you go, 6 cents.
Yeah, so you would have thought this might have been leading to them for the world title possibly at Armageddon,
Yeah.
That's a perfect culmination of the storyline.
I would have loved to see where this would have ended up because clearly they're got a lot of storytelling between these two guys and definitely had bigger plans for them going up against each other. So, man, what'd you think watching it back 6 years after the fact now?
It's so good. I love it.
It holds up.
I do not regret putting it on my top 10 or whatever, or top 20. Like, I thought after listening to that episode last week, I was like, was I just so excited because of how fun I had at the moment? Nah, it's great. It's such a good match. If people are like, that might be one of his best tag team matches. Like,
shoot, yeah.
I mean, I can't think of. There are probably some other iconic ones that are more iconic, but like as far as just straight action and fun, that was a blast, dude.
Yep. I don't think I could argue with you on that. Yeah. I thought it held up excellently. And I might have to retroactively add that into my top 10. Very, very fun. Encourage all of you listeners out there, if you haven't seen it in a while, if you didn't just watch it along with us, to absolutely check that one out. Accident Clearinghouse is a band, apparently. I went to accidentclearinghouse.com and they have a bunch of CDs. They have not updated their website since 2007, but
okay.
We might have to check them out.
You let me know how they are.
I will. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to our P.S.K. Q&A. Let's close out, celebrate our anniversary here with something fun, with some questions from our listeners and our fellow creatures of the night. Of course, if you ever want to ask us a question, you can just hit us up on social media and we'll throw something out there and try to answer your questions. But let me pull something up.
Yeah, we had some from socials and some from actual human beings that we know, too.
That's right.
So, yeah, this will be fun.
Okay.
We need to do Ask Our Wives Anything one time.
That would be great. How do I find... This was... Like
how do I live without you?
Let me just go to... I know I had one on Facebook.
I'm about to go to Twitter. All the songs from 99.
I'm trying to pull up Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start. I wrote down a couple I could ask you.
Okay.
Desert Island. You got 5 albums you can take with you, and you can't repeat any artists.
Bands?
So,
okay.
Yeah. You can't pick 5 Need to Breathe albums.
No, yeah. Oh, my.
What are you going with? God. Just off top of your head.
All right. It's not my favorite Need to Breathe album. I got to go with that. I guess I'll go with Outsiders by Need to Breathe. I'll go with Verses by Pearl Jam. I'll go with Southern Harmony and Musical Companion by Black Crowes.
Okay.
Probably. And then Led Zeppelin 4. And Pioneer, Corey Asbury, maybe. So there we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
New release.
Yeah.
It's already shot up into the top 5.
Yeah, it's just great. It was a little more calm than the other ones, so something different. So.
Yeah, I think you gotta have.
What about you?
Gotta have some variety there.
Yeah.
Would pick a.
We should have done. I'd name yours. You name mine.
You pick mine. I pick yours.
Go ahead though.
It'd have to be a Springsteen in there.
Yeah. Which one?
It's really tough to pick. I think I'd go.
3, 2, 1. Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna do live 75 to 85.
Oh yeah.
Greatest set. Bruce's
That's the best.
I mean, that's part of why I fell in love with him, was that live album, and so you're getting bang for your buck, and he's always great live. Counting Crows, August and Everything After.
All right.
On there. I would do a Dawes album, probably. Which one? What's the best? North Hills. It's their second album. Probably go with that. Then maybe like Dave Matthews Band, maybe Central Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be my favorite live, but also I'll say that. But I could also go with Before These Crowded Streets. That's my favorite studio album of theirs.
Absolutely, hands down.
That's coin flip. And
what else? One more.
Got one more. Ooh, that's so tough. Garth Brooks, Double Live, baby.
Ooh,
that's all.
Dang. No, you too?
It could be.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't been listening.
I honestly thought you would have put like Traveling Wilburys or like Wildflowers with Tom Petty or something on there, or maybe Harvest Moon or something. Not Harvest Moon. Full Moon Fever. I meant.
Yeah, any of the. That's a great one too. And it's tough to narrow it down to 5.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah, Yeah,
I'm trying to
I
take
could
some
overthink.
variety and go
Yeah.
around in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Randy Turco at Poggy's Little Dog asked, this is specifically for hashtag Twitterless Travis.
That's me.
In an alt universe, WrestleMania is coming to Gotham City. It's Prime Batman, so Keaton versus Prime Undertaker in the main event. Who wins and why?
Oh, I think Batman wins. He's just the world's greatest detective. He's probably already figured out the scheme to go after Undertaker, and he's got gadgets, So he's always doesn't matter how, as we saw with Dark Knight Rises, Bane can literally break his back, he can come back and beat him. So yeah, Bruce Wayne, Keaton. He's like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Yeah, he's gonna do that to Undertaker. So be great. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? So it'd be great.
Randy also asked, with that info in mind, what's it gonna take to get Travis to come to SummerSlam 26 in Minneapolis?
I think we gotta make it happen. So yeah.
All right, that's all it takes. Is the invitation.
26, 2 years from now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have they announced
Minnesota next year? Yeah. No.
They have not. We've been talking in our SummerSlam chat about maybe it might be Saudi Arabia.
I mean, allegedly they were over there talking to the UK about Mania.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be awesome.
But
anyway, yeah.
London would be fun. Return to London for something like that. Randy also said Alex is known for his legendary fit checks at SummerSlam. Appreciate you, Randy, for that compliment. What does he have in store for SummerSlam and the One Dead Man show this year in Cleveland? Hedging my bets on Lederhosen and or Phenom footy pajamas. Well,
dang it, he figured it out.
Randy, it's neither of those, but I can't give the secrets away. But all will be revealed in due time. So just stay tuned to the Talking Taker socials to see what's going on there.
I'm excited.
I think you had some from some of your friends. You texted them to me. I can try to pull them up.
Oh yeah, it was. I believe Glenn asked if we were in a mall after hours, locked into a mall overnight. Would you rather be locked in with two silverback gorillas or 10 black mambas overnight? I mean,
10 silverback gorillas.
No, two silverbacks or 10 black mambas.
Okay.
I believe it was.
In a mall after midnight, and you could win $1 million if you survive.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You could. Oh yeah. Who? Okay. I think $1 million survivor had to pick between 2 silverback gorillas or 10 black mama snakes. Which do you pick? Yeah. Win $1 million if you survive.
I
know what I'm picking.
Okay, go for it.
I'm picking 10 black mamas because I'm not. Snakes are my favorite animals, and I've only been bitten by one time, and I was 37 years old. So it took me that long to finally get bit by one. So yeah, I will outsmart a black mama in a heartbeat, bro. I ain't worried about them. 2 silverback gorillas, they will tell you. Have you ever seen Congo? They'll tell you apart.
I have seen Congo.
Yeah, I won't be able to sign. I'm Amy and see if they know.
You don't think that'll work?
I'm Amy. No, I don't even know. They'll get that. I love that movie, by the way. Back in the day.
I think I'm going with the snakes also.
Yeah.
I feel like
gorilla can climb.
Exactly. I can build more of a barricade for the snakes. I mean, what store are you hiding out at?
I don't know. Not Foot Locker because Black Mamba, that's Kobe, right? So they'll be all up in the shoes.
That's the first place the Black Mambas go.
Yeah, all up in the shoes, baby. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah. It's like checking out the new Kobe's. No. So yeah, we're done with that question.
I can't top that. Nope. No coming back from that.
Oh, and then I think Glenn said, what would win in a fight, a humpback whale or a silverback gorilla? So a gorilla's on the mind in East Tennessee.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go with a.
Well, where's the fight taking place? Is what I.
Yeah, I didn't get the credentials.
It's all about the territory here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's on land, the gorilla wins. Obviously, but if it's in the water, I think the humpback just drowns him. So.
Of course.
Humpback whale is one of my favorite animals on the planet, though. I will say that.
Top 10?
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Easily?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fins down. Yeah.
Speaking of top 10, Ian P.S. Milligan Sr., loyal interactor over on Facebook, he said, "What are your top 5 Undertaker matches?" Well, Ian, we actually have a top 20 episode. You can go check out. It's our finale, quote unquote, of the original series, episode 187. But we'll say, what are maybe some hidden gems? Chad, what are some favorite ones that are just like not the obvious ones everybody talks about?
One we just watched was fantastic. Him and Brett, SummerSlam '97, with Shawn as the referee, I think is slept on, which, funnily enough, is a very similar storyline to Punk and Seth and Drew as far as the
no doubt
referee. Yep. Some people are like, Seth deserves to be in a match in the car. I'm like, do y'all not remember '97? Like, it's the story is what's happening, dude. Like, chill out. It's fine. This story's gonna be great with him. It's better with Seth as the rep than it is without him as the rep. So just like it was with Shawn as the rep, but those two really stand out. I don't think. Oh, and him and Brett. Oh no, him and Diesel. From that's
a good pick.
Yeah. Him and Diesel, or him and any him and Brett match. Just underrated. They don't get much love because that time everybody thinks Brett and Shawn or Brett and Austin, and like Taker was going with Brett.
Yeah, Brett, especially I think it's Rumble '96. It's one of like his first really good matches where he gets to spread his wings a little bit and show what he can do. And One Night Only, that one a lot of people haven't seen. That is a really great one, maybe their best one. But
what do you say?
First of all, I think the thing I'm most excited for at SummerSlam is to see what Seth is going to wear in his referee outfit.
Check, dude.
That on Raw was just like a teaser.
He said it was appetizer. Yeah.
Exactly. I can't. That's number one thing I'm most excited for.
I hope he's dressed just like Shawn Michaels used to be, with the little booty short, like the little cheerleader shorts, stuffed with a sock. Like, I hope he has a Steve Richards half shirt on.
That'd be fine.
Speaking of fit check, I'm rocking Marvel tonight.
Yeah, you are. Looks good.
Anyway.
How about, he had some great. There was a Fatal 4-Way, Armageddon 04.
Eddie
Guerrero, Booker T, and I get probably JBL was probably the fourth one. But that's a really good match I'd never seen before we did this. And then he had another one with Batista and Punk and Ray.
Yeah, fun.
2009, I think. It's maybe only like 10 or 12 minutes. It's another sprint, like this tag match, but that's a really fun one that people don't talk about. A lot of people hadn't seen or talk about before. So yeah, it's stuff like that. I think there's some really good ones that are worth checking out. Our buddy Steven or Jokerius or Jokerius. I never know how to say his name. Torrance.
Sounds like Jokerius. I think it's Jokerius. I think you got it.
The cosplay legend. He said, "Would you guys ever do a live stream and interview the fellow PSK members?" What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Without question.
I've thought about it. I didn't know if people would respond to it or be interested.
Yeah, we thought about it. It's like, 2 people are watching. It's like, okay, well.
Yeah. But, if there's some folks who want to do it, I think we could definitely organize something like that. I think it'd be fun.
A little supply and demand. Yeah, baby.
And he said, "I love you guys. You're the greatest fellow Taker friends that I'll always call my brothers." So much love to you, Stephen, as well. I think it was Princeton John who said, "Do you believe in Joe Hendry?"
I do. I believe
Say his name.
The Raiders believe in it. There's all over TikTok. All these NFL teams are talking about Joe Hendry. It's hilarious. It's awesome. Good for him, man. Striking while the iron's hot. Good for NXT.
That's all I can say. It's good for him, man.
Good for Sean. Good for striking while the iron's hot right now. So, yeah, I'm happy for him. So, we'll see what happens with it.
I'm afraid I'm getting a little like Mr. Kennedy energy. Like, I'm afraid maybe in a few years we'll look back on this and think it was kind of silly. But hey, like you said, he is not in WWE. He's in TNA.
No, yes,
and somehow he's on the main event of NXT and is like get in advertisements for NXT. Like,
yeah, so, it's a wild time right now, man.
That's good for him, and I hope he keeps it going. That's awesome.
It's hard for the crowd to chant NXT, NXT. It's a mouthful. Yeah.
This one's from at Alex Dorio. Favorite ice cream flavor? What's your go-to? That's
vanilla.
it? Just plain vanilla?
Homemade vanilla.
Oh, homemade vanilla. Okay.
Yeah.
Different story.
Yeah. That's it. Yours is
what's
butter pecan. Grandpa flavor.
Grandpa, you said vanilla.
Grandpa. Nobody buys butter pecan unless you have a grandchild. No one without grandchildren buys it as their favorite. You don't get a taste. You don't develop taste buds for that until you get like older, man.
It's good.
It's fine, but it's not. You're not going to stock your shelf with it. You know what I'm saying?
What's your go-to brand?
All right, if you said Desert Island, take your favorite. It's Mayfield homemade vanilla.
Mayfield.
Oh, yeah. Chef's kiss, man. Yeah, drink to that. Drink a little LD to that.
I will.
What about you? Favorite go-to?
It's usually like chocolate chip cookie dough or cookies and cream.
Yeah, both of those are banging. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm never not satisfied with a homemade vanilla. Like that's so good. So good.
Honestly, Ben & Jerry's has some. I never bought Ben & Jerry's growing up. Like it was always too expensive, but as an adult, I can do what I want. And Ben & Jerry's has the best
Heath Bar Crunch
non-dairy ice cream.
Oh yeah,
ever. It's incredible. So big fan of that.
Their Heath Bar Crunch when I was a kid was the best. But yeah, it cost $4,000. Actually, what it cost back then is probably what a regular like Kroger brand costs now.
Probably nowadays.
Yeah.
Let's see. You had another one from Trey and Glenn. I don't know which one it was, but it said unlimited money. Where do you travel to first?
Trey. Unlimited money. Where do I travel to? Australia. I want to go to Australia. That's on my bucket list.
Sure.
Like internationally, like there's plenty of places in the States I want to see. I haven't seen. But if you said go to one place, Australia, I just want to see it. There's a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of cool animals that are very unique to that area, and just cool coastline, and it's just weird. It's a wild place. I'd love to go.
Hold a koala.
I'd love to hold a koala. Yeah. What about you? Unlimited quiche.
If you gave it to me now, today, I'd go see Dead and Company at the Sphere. That'd probably be the first thing I did. I think they've got 2 more weekends they're playing. Kind of upset that I missed out on it, but hopefully they'll do it again next year. But again, I'd love to go see a concert at Red Rocks. I'd probably figure out how to do that. Want to go to Hawaii, knock that off my 50 states list. Australia would be banging. A trip to Europe we've been trying to do for 10 years now, so we've got to figure out a way to do that. So I'll be using that unlimited money. We'll go everywhere.
Yeah. Blank check.
It's from at Alex Dorio again. Can you rank the Pirates of the Caribbean movies like you ranked the Batman movies last week?
Yeah. It's pretty easy. It's in the order they came out in. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. I love the first 3. Like I know that they got because the first one came out in like 2003 maybe, and then it wasn't until I think 2006 when the second one came out. It's 3 years in between, I believe. And then that one came out back to back with the next one, like it's 2006 I think, and then 2007 they came out in a row. But those two, to me, they all tell a great story. I know they got more convoluted and more like the ante was up and the storyline was wild, but like I loved all of it, And I'm always there for a 2.5, 3 hour movie. Like I love it, especially if I'm entertained. So yeah, I like those first 3. And then when they did the one, like I don't know, a decade later, it just kind of dropped off. They did like just a Jack Sparrow one, and it was just weird. And I don't even think I saw the last one. There's too many like offshoots now, and they're talking about redoing it and doing somebody else's lead, which there's certain characters you can recast, like Batman, Superman, these icons, but like I don't think you can recast Jack Sparrow, And who knows though? Like they got Robert Downey Jr. coming back to Marvel, but he's not Iron Man. No one's ever going to play another Iron Man like him. Like
Wolverine,
Yeah, no one's ever gonna be like beat Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but like don't I don't know, don't do Jack Sparrow and recast it. Do a different character in that same universe. It's fine. But yeah, the order they came out in, honestly, is diminishing returns.
What about the Transformers movies?
First one, I love it. Probably the second one had the writer's strike that was goofed it up. So there was a lot of plot holes and writing things. Not that there's not those anyway, but there's more than
it wasn't
should
the
have been
only
allowed.
thing.
Yeah, more than there should have been allowed. And then, so I'd say the first one, then the third one, then the second one, and after that, it just drops off way far. And my I didn't watch the Rise of the Beast or whatever. Well, I started it on Paramount Plus and I turned it off after about 20 minutes. But I watched the Bumblebee one with John Cena, Taker opponent, and it was fine. But again, my problem with Transformers is that I'm entertained for 2.5 hours. I love it. It's fun. It's just popcorn. Like my family's eating right now. It's a popcorn movie. I'm entertained. But then the next movie that comes out 4 years later, they change the origin story every single movie, and it's just it's kind of like a Vince McMahon storyline when he just gets upset and like drops a storyline and pretends like it doesn't happen and thinks the fans will just forget about it. When we're passionate about something, we don't forget about it. We don't. And so like I love Transformers, and so I watch it and I'm like, okay, for 3 hours you made me believe this was the origin of how they got here. The next movie you're telling me, oh no, that actually wasn't it. It was this. And the next movie it's like, oh well, actually that wasn't it. It was this. And then in the one with I think it's Anthony Hopkins, all of a sudden, Earth is planet Cybertron or Galvatron or whatever. It's just like they changed everything, and it drove me crazy. It insulted me as a fan. So I was like, whatever.
That's how I felt with the Terminator movies. Like, Terminator 2 still like
the best,
one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
Terminator 1 is great. Terminator 3 even like
China.
That was fine. She wasn't in it. They were gonna cast her.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It was fine. You know, it was cool to see. Good enough, I guess. And then I think the next one was the Christian Bale one,
Salvation,
which was again, it was all right. But then they just started playing with the timeline so much, and they had a TV series that totally messed some stuff up, and I just couldn't like the
Sarah
movie,
Connor Chronicles
like rebooted and reconfigured the storylines to try to figure out a way to get Old Man Arnold in there and try to make it make sense. Like I gave up. I haven't watched like the last two. It's just too frustrating, too nonsensical to get into.
Yeah, and my problem with I think it was the last one that they put out, if I'm not mistaken, they kill off John Connor in the first 10 minutes of it.
So I didn't see that. That's ridiculous.
And it's all about the new like regime order, which again, that's the problem with Hollywood nowadays. They do that. It's like we'll take this IP that everybody loves, and then in order to like reboot it, we're going to kill off the people that everybody loves. Like, you don't have to do that.
Right.
You don't have to. You don't have to do that. They can still be in that universe and exist, and you can just move on new characters. That's totally fine. You know, you don't have to kill them off. Just whatever. So anyway, I could gripe about that all day. So, yeah.
What about the original animated Transformers movie?
No, so good. So good. And the greatest soundtrack, you know. Got Weird Al on and everything. It's awesome. So yeah, it's a blast.
All right, I got two more.
A blast.
Unless you have any more. I got two.
I'll have one. You ask one, then I'll ask one.
Okay. If you were to create a War Games match for The Undertaker to be involved in, what era and who's on the teams? Who's on his team? Who's he facing?
How are we talking? 5-on-5?
It can be 4-on-4 if you can't think of 5. I don't care. Go either way. I feel like it's got to be Attitude Era, 98, 99. Maybe you could do just go with All Stars. Like make it Stone Cold.
I'm taking
Rock.
Taker, Kane, Rock, Austin versus Taker, Rock, Austin, Foley versus Triple H, Kane. Shawn Michaels hadn't left yet. Is that okay? We do that? Or no, he's gone? Okay.
I feel like Triple H gone.
Triple H. Kane.
How about
probably Shane and Big Show.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could watch
I'll do that in a War Games.
You know Shane's going to do something stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know there's going to be blood everywhere. I'd watch that match. Yeah. Absolutely. See that main event in a Survivor Series. Sure.
That'd be fun, man. Fun. All right, question from Trillis Travis. This
Okay.
is if you could have been at any WCW event live, which one would you have been at? Pay-per-view, Nitro, Thunder, whatever it is. What would you have been at?
Got to be at the Georgia Dome with you.
All right.
That would have
there
been
you go.
perfect.
Yeah, it would have been.
I'm always jealous of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good night.
Yeah.
I was listening to Goldberg on Chris Van Vliet actually today. He was talking about that night for just a minute, so just how great it was. That I wasn't at, because that was pretty special. I would have liked to have been at Starrcade 97, even though it is what it is. Just,
yeah.
God, I just would have loved to have been there for that, man. Again, I know coming out of that is trash, and all the politics behind the scenes were trash, but just as a fan watching it, it's just so cool. That storyline building up to there would have been awesome. So, yeah.
I would also
honestly Greed 2001.
The final one.
Dude, me and you being at Greed would have been great.
We had a great time. Great time at Greed. That's a good show.
So fun.
It was a fun show.
Yeah.
I would also take me back to like 89, 88 War Games. Great American Bash. Give me one of those with Dusty and the Horsemen and Road Warriors. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
All right, final question. I thought this was a good one to close out on. This is from one of my old students. Better. Yeah, Clay Daniel. He said, what advice would you give to someone who would like to start a podcast or a YouTube channel? So 7 years into this, man, what have you learned? What advice would you give somebody who's starting out new?
You're not gonna be great from day one. Your sound quality, your video, and now everything's video quality. Everybody wants to see video of it too, which like we've started doing that the last 2 years, maybe 3 years. So that's a good component. Do the audio and the video because people consume it both ways now. You're not going to be great you're going to eventually find your rhythm, and be consistent too. I think it's important. Like we were always every Friday. And then now we've always tried to be the first of the month, and I think honestly, in 7 years, we've only missed either one of those deadlines by a couple times,
a handful of times,
maybe 5 at the most. Which we're not Joe Rogan or anything like that, or
thank God.
Huge pot. But I'm just saying, like we don't have a global reach. We're not, we're not anybody. We're not the Office Ladies. We're not, anybody that's got thousands and thousands and millions of downloads. But we still want our fans to know when we're going to come out and they can expect it, because there's nothing more frustrating than looking forward to a podcast and then, it comes out every Tuesday and then they don't mention it, but it's just not out. Like, for instance, I'm a big Theo Von fan and he did not have a podcast this week, but all of a sudden he dropped 2 today. And it's like, it threw me off because I'm like, well, it's supposed to be Tuesday or Friday, but instead to make it, he dropped 2 today. So it's like, but now I'm like, well, crap, now I'm going to be behind, because I'm going to be having to catch up. So, just be consistent with your release schedule, and you don't expect to hit a home run every time either.
Yeah, no, that's great. I would echo all that. I would say, don't expect to have, unless you're Conan O'Brien or a celebrity, like you're not going to have a ton of listeners at first.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Don't get discouraged.
Don't get into it just to make money on it or just to be successful. We didn't have sponsors until like a year ago.
Yeah. And
we still we don't make a ton of money or anything. It's just, a couple extra bucks to pay for our hosting service, essentially. Yeah. That's all it is. So we have never done this for the money. We did it because it was fun. So pick something you like talking about or like doing. Pick something you would do even if you weren't getting paid for it, because you're probably not going to get paid for it. Something you're not going to get tired of talking about, something that you're actually passionate about. Find somebody, if you're doing it with somebody else, do somebody that you like, get along with, that you're willing to sit there and talk to, and be willing to put in the work, be willing to put in the effort and not give up after a month or 3 months when it's not going great. It's not going to go great at first, and it's going to be really hard and you're not going to know what you're doing, but that's fine. So, you got to do all those things. You got to spend a lot of hours, a lot of effort put into this, and not a lot of monetary reward, but we've had a lot of great experiences. We've made some great friends and some great memories. It's been awesome for our friendship to keep this up.
Yeah.
To have this little date every week back in the day, and now every month. And we've had some. We got to meet the Undertaker. We got to meet fans. We got to go to SummerSlam together. None of that would have happened, without this show. So it's been an awesome journey. And to anybody out there who wants to start a new one, good luck to you. And I hope you have as much success, that's measured not just financially. I hope you have a lot of success in all these other ways as well.
Yeah, because you'll get naysayers or friends or family that are like, "Why do you do that? You don't make anything." You're like, well, it's fun. It's fun to do, And there'll be times when maybe it won't be fun. Because,
Yes,
life
true.
is crazy or busy, but you're like, but it's something to look forward to still, And if it ever becomes like a job, you can take a break for a minute if you need to. But I encourage you to push through and be consistent, But yeah, people are gonna naysay and say, "Why'd you do that?" Or you should have done this better. You should have man, just do it. Put it out there,
Exactly. Put it out there. You never know what kind of response it's going to get.
Yeah.
We never would have expected the responses we've got.
You never know what's going to go viral nowadays because
that's true.
There are things that I don't understand that are viral nowadays. I mean, Hawk Tua.
Well, yeah, I was just going to leave it at that.
She's probably going to be at SummerSlam, or WrestleMania. She'll probably have a match.
If it was
at
1999,
if Vince McMahon was still there, she would have a match that you're going at SummerSlam. That you're going to be.
Give him that Hawk Tua.
Dude, he would have had her everywhere. Yeah. I'm talking
Lord.
All things aside, behind the scene. I'm just talking as a character. He'd have had her on the screen.
Yes,
Do it. Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking
been.
that.
Yeah,
but thanks
for fans at home that may have thought I was talking about that, I wasn't. I just meant. Yeah.
All right, 7 years and now we're canceled. All right, thanks everybody.
She's a great personality. But just to get famous for anything.
She has an open invitation anytime she wants to come on. Talking to her. All right.
Hawk and Taker.
Good night, everybody.
Gross. Hawk and Taker.
I can't
all right.
finish.
If you were at any of these, if you were there this night in Minnesota.
Wait, I gotta do the plugs.
Okay. I was trying to wrap this up. Oh yeah,
Subscribe.
That's another thing. Have some signature things. Have some things that your fans know what to expect, and not that we have take her easy and stuff like that. Just have some stuff so you can some slogans, some hashtags. That your fans will know, so you can have some things in common.
Organically, you can't.
You listen to the first 25 episodes. I don't think we had "Take Her Easy" at the time. So yeah, we didn't have the sound. You picked the song at the end of the That's fun. You do stuff like that. You put the clips in. It's just you build and grow, and don't be afraid to change. And if something's not working, don't keep doing it.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's a great point because when we started, we said these are going to be 20, 30 minutes. We're just going to talk about the match, and we're not going to talk about the build up and anything. And then Buried Alive, first Buried Alive match. That's kind of when we really changed everything. The build up was so great, and there was so much that was worth talking about. We would mention certain things, but that one really changed the format of the show. We started taking these deep notes, and we started going back and forth talking about the Raws and SmackDowns and everything. And eventually we had some 3-hour plus episodes, and they were long nights recording and then editing and getting all this together, but it was worth it. And that's what made the show work, was that we evolved and the format changed, and I think the listeners appreciated that. So yeah, you may start out doing one thing, but as the show grows, you'll learn that something else works, and you need to evolve it. So don't be afraid to do that.
Listen, the great prophet John Michael Montgomery once said, "Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Don't worry about what you don't know, but life's a dance, you learn as you go." So yeah, exactly.
Got that tattooed on my back. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I hope your first tattoo is that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I need to send you this guy's tattoo. It's on TikTok. I can send it to you. It's he has the Undertaker and Mr. Perfect, the WrestleMania logo. It's incredible. His whole back is WWF. It's wild, dude.
I hope I run into him at the SummerSlam this year.
If you run into a guy without a shirt on at another SummerSlam, I hope it's this guy.
I hope it's this guy.
I hope it's not Grumpy Cat.
Not the guy we saw.
Grumpy Cat body.
Well, speaking of, I will be there along with Tommy on the Spot and Randy Turco and Uncle Dave. Excited to go along on another SummerSlam. Didn't think it was going to happen. We talked about it. I backed out of it. And then circumstances changed. Tommy, his wife fell through and she couldn't go. So he asked me to fill it at the last minute.
When she fell through, is she okay?
Yeah, she's doing fine. Yeah.
Okay.
She's doing all
right. She
right.
didn't fall through anything. She just fell through.
Plans fell through. Plans changed.
Okay.
Now. So I'm excited to go. And of course,
I'm glad you could go. Boots on the ground, baby.
Check out the Talking Taker socials. I'll be posting all weekend. We're actually going to the One Dead Man show on Saturday as well. So we'll have a full report of that. We're going to try to do a podcast at some point there. So we'll try to throw up a bonus episode with our reactions to the Dead Man show and to SummerSlam, just like we did last year. So look out for that. And of course, I will be vlogging, so you can check out the YouTube channel. I will try to have that up within the next few days after the SummerSlam. Instagram, I'll be posting to the story. Facebook and Twitter. I'll probably stick mostly to Instagram, but I'll try to throw some stuff up on all the socials at Talking Taker. So be sure to follow us. Follow the podcast, like and subscribe, leave a comment, leave a rating, leave a review wherever you do listen. Make sure you are subscribed to that Talking Taker YouTube channel as well. Make sure you subscribe to Travis's YouTube channel for the upcoming music that he was in the studio for a little while ago. Yep. So
I have not heard a peep of it yet, so I'm excited.
An exciting fall release, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll tell you all about that when the time comes. Shout out to Tommy to his YouTube channel as well. He has posted up 3 videos now ranking the different eras of SummerSlam main events. So the 80s and 90s, then the 2000 to 2010, and then 2010 to present day. Excellent content from Tommy. Very fun to reminisce about those. So I encourage everybody to check those out. Check out the Bottom Line cast. They were back with a brand new episode covering some more Stunning Steve action from I think it's Starrcade 93 is where they got up to on this latest episode. A 2 out of 3 falls match with Dustin Rhodes at that time. So love those guys. We love
still wrestling.
Dustin Rhodes, a champion in a major company right now. Incredible. So check those guys out. I want to shout out one of our followers who said he was starting a new podcast. This is Ryan Evans on Twitter at RE34409. Ryan, he started up a Shawn Michaels podcast, sort of similar to ours. So I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but, good luck to you, Ryan. And that's another long journey and a storied career.
Yeah.
So I hope you have much success in doing that.
Yeah. I'll break some hearts, man.
And as for us next month, man, I'm kind of, I don't have anything locked in. I thought I could throw some ideas at you, see what sounded good to you. There's not any great anniversaries to cover next month, but, there's still some Mean Mark we can do. We can always do Suburban Commando or Surf's Up Wave-A-Mania if we're looking for a movie to review, or the Poltergeist episode with Taker. And I also found a few some hidden gems on YouTube, not on Peacock or anything, but some dark matches and some other fun stuff we've never talked about. I started to make a playlist of those. I think that could definitely be an episode sometime.
Yeah.
So you can marinate on that, see if any of those tickle your fancy.
All right.
If you got something, you got an idea you want to throw out there. Well,
I got nothing. Not right now. It's been a wild one. Let me think about something.
We'll surprise. It'll be a surprise next month, listeners.
Yes, boy. Well, look at that Cappy stack you got there.
Look at that Cappy stack. Hit up the Cappy on Amazon. Get you a
Cappy.
Get you a Cappy on your head. Cappy on your drink. Cappy on your head.
Cappy here.
Over at T-Public.
All right.
Spit it out.
If you're at SummerSlam, if you're at the SummerSlam, Find Alex, find Randy, find Tommy on the spot, find Uncle Dizzy,
You'll
and
be
take
able
a
to
picture
find
with
me.
him.
I guarantee
You'll
you.
be able
You'll
to
see me.
find him. Good, I cannot wait. All right. Yeah, find them. Get a picture with them. It'd be awesome. So we'd love to have your reactions while you're there. If you were here in Minnesota for this match, let us know what you thought about it, how fun it was. Is it on your top 20 of Taker matches? If not, you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. But go back and watch it. For real, it's a good one. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a great SummerSlam weekend. Have a great the SummerSlam weekend.
Thank
I
you.
apologize. Have a great back to school session. School is back for my kids on Monday. That's wild. So anyway, school's back and summer's over and we're done here. And as always, stay safe out there and take her easy.